live. Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of the Outdoor Home Stay at Home live cooking demonstration series. So we've got just a few days left. We're nearing the end of this, which if I'm being honest, it's kind of sad to say that. I've really enjoyed doing these cooking demos. Also, if I'm being honest, I'm running out of recipes here and ideas. So we've got just a couple more of these left, I think. So this will probably be my last episode that I do. But we are thinking about doing this on a weekly basis where we'll do one video a week and we'll be in rotation. So for tonight's episode, I've got a pretty simple recipe, but a really good one. We're doing chicken spinach pizza on the Big Green Egg. So we've done Papa Murphy's in the past. This is a real simple. We're even using the pre-made crust. You can make your own crust if you want to, but we're gonna keep it simple. I've got an egg ready to go at 400 degrees for the pizza. And then I'm gonna start, I've got a hot skillet that I just started here. And we're gonna cook off some of the ingredients first and get some olive oil going. Should have had that warming up already. Add a little bit of garlic. And then normally I would use Italian seasoning, but we're fresh out, so I'm gonna make my own, which is gonna be a mixture of what we have, which is basil, oregano. I'll get that going in there. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna saute some of the mushrooms that are gonna go on the pizza. I'm going to saute these, soak up some of that oil. You never have too much olive oil. Just add a couple more of these in here.
We like mushrooms.
Yes, we do. I forgot maybe a little bit of kosher salt. Shut down the draft door because I'm starting to get a little hot there. We're going to, our ingredients here, we're going to cook the mushrooms. Then I've got some chicken that we're going to saute. I've already got some spinach. So you can see this is blanched spinach. We did do that part indoors. Everything else is going to be done outside. And then I've got shredded Monterey Jack and mozzarella cheese and some Parmesan cheese. And then again, our Italian seasoning, we're kind of going on our own thing here. To be truthful, we actually saw a seasoning I meant to grab at the office today and then I totally forgot. Spaced it off, but we have Dizzy Pig makes one called Mediterranean-ish, and it's a combination. It's basically Italian seasoning, but it's really good. I am fresh out. We'll get a glove. I've got just a little longer on the mushrooms here. Just a reminder, our message is just because we have to stay at home doesn't mean we have to stay inside. Get outside and try something new. And before long, we won't have to stay at home as much, I guess, but you should still get outside and try something new. I'm going to grab the other glove because I'm not left-handed. Okay, so I've got the mushrooms done. I'm going to put this back on the grill. Go back with some more olive oil. And then I've got quite a bit of, about a whole clove of garlic here. I'm going to use a good portion of this on the chicken, but I'm going to use a good portion of it on the pizza as well. we're just gonna get that started just a little bit to get it fragrant. And then we're gonna add our chicken. This is basically chicken breast that is cubed up into chunks. Okay, now we'll go back with our homemade Italian seasoning. Again was what's in the cabinet, some basil. Garlic powder. And my favorite, oregano. Just a little bit of kosher salt. We got everything ready to build our pizza. We've got our next crust. These are just the pre-made crust. If you're into making your own, then bless your heart. We do that every once in a while, but you sure have to plan in advance for that.
So where'd this recipe come from?
This is actually my father's recipe. He used to cook this all the time, and it is incredibly simple, but just really, really delicious. You don't use any white sauce, you don't use any marinara sauce. It's just olive oil and garlic in the chicken, and one of my favorites. Doing all these classes all the time, it's kind of forced all of us to reach down our bag and think, man, what haven't we cooked in a while? What is it we, love to eat? And this is one of those, man, we haven't done that in a long time, so I'm actually really looking forward to this tonight. It's been a while. Okay, and all I'm going for here is just to cook the chicken all the way through. It's going to cook a little more in the pizza, but just to be safe, we're almost there. Make sure we got everything ready for our assembly line. That. We're going to need all that. And I suppose I'll assemble it here where you can see it the best. We're almost there.
The crust while that's cooking?
Yep. So what we're going to do here, man, it's like another voice from what I should be doing.
I'm glad I can help.
So nice drizzle of olive oil, just so you can basically rub this around and cover the entire bottom of the crust. And then we're going to add some garlic to this. And this is where a glove is really handy, because I like to actually make sure I spread that quite a bit. And it's really easy to do to make sure you get it all the way across the pizza so that there's some in every bite. And this is, you might as well use it like this. This will help keep all people you don't want to come over, I guess, away. If we're supposed to stay at home by ourselves, this will help. Okay, we're gonna pull this chicken off. And I mentioned this before, this is kind of handy to have, whether it's the convector for your actual egg, or in that case for the Minimax, have something you can set that hot skillet on. You will not break that by putting that on there. I'm going to bring this over here for this portion. The chicken goes on first. And these will be hot, but I'm not going to feel them through the glove, I don't think. You can do all this, of course, and have all your ingredients made ahead of time. go a little faster, but I can't actually feel that. Should have brought tongs.
A little warm.
Yeah, tongs or a fork. Always forget something. All right, that's a pretty good dose of chicken. I'm running out of spots to put it. So I'm gonna move this back over here. And then I've got my blanched spinach. So I'll just start incorporating this. This makes it healthy. Spinach is good for you. And again, we just blanch this real quick. It's fresh spinach. We might as well use it all. I'm gonna start putting mushrooms. I'm sure those will go somewhere, even if they don't go on the pizza. Okay. And now, of course, we'll start putting our cheese. Again, this is mozzarella Monterey Jack. About a 50-50 blend. You can do all mozzarella, you can do experiment with different cheeses. Pretty good dose of cheese all across. And then I like to add Parmesan on top of that. Could never have too much cheese on a pizza, right?
Nope.
Okay, and then last but not least, we're gonna go back to our custom Italian seasoning. We'll put some of the basil. Probably skip the garlic powder on this. We've already got it incorporated. Good chunk of basil and some oregano. Otherwise known as Italian seasoning if you have it. Like so. And if you've got other ingredients you love, you could always put those on there as well. So that's ready to go on the egg at whatever the pizza crust calls for. I think this one's 425, and we're close enough. And then using the magic, I guess I'm going to have to, where did my paper go? So what we'll do, using the magic of television, well, you look there, there's actually one ready to go. So there's the finished product. I'll pull that off and swap these two out so we can actually do our virtual bite and let you take a taste of this. Normally I would use the peel, but since I have to use that to get it off there, hopefully I can do this. Much easier to put it on than it is to remove it when it's hot.
What about the setup of the egg?
Yeah, so setup of the egg. There's that voice in my head again that just reminded me. Cooking pizza. If you missed the Papa Murphy's, we are set up exactly the same as we did with the Papa Murphy's. So I have, I'm indirect with the convector upside down, pizza stone, and then I've got just a space in between there. You can use anything that you want. You can use aluminum foil. I've got those little feet to create that barrier, just so the pizza stone doesn't get too hot cooking the second pizza. So that's how we're set up. You can see that on the other video we did as well. So we'll go ahead and do the finished product here. And that's cutting real nice. The reason why you want to do pizza outside on your Big Green Egg, if you have one, is because you get that wood fire crust. I don't know if you can hear that every time I slide through there. It is going to be crispy, delicious. You don't heat up the house. Don't know why you'd want to heat up the house on a day like today. All right, even though this is probably going to burn the roof of my mouth, since it's potentially the last video that I will do as a part of the outdoor home stay at home. I gotta get that on there. Squirrel, sorry. Look at the bottom of that crust. And that's one of these, this is pre-made crust, folks. So anyway, back to what I was saying. I'm gonna go ahead and take a bite of this, even though it's probably gonna burn my mouth since it's the last episode, for me anyway, of the outdoor home, stay at home cooking demonstration. Thank you so much for watching. This has been great for me throughout this entire time. So I've enjoyed doing all these, and I think I'm about out of recipes. So maybe it's a good thing that we're all going back to work on Monday. So we're gonna keep doing this once a week. So hopefully I'll probably see you again then. And then when we get back to normal, we'll do classes at the store and Egg Fest and that type of thing. And I'll certainly see everybody's face, and can't wait to meet everybody that I've met in the virtual world. So we'll see what we got here. And Camera, you want one?
Delicious.
I'm gonna take a hot bite. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be.
I'll try. I can't see.
The pizza itself seems hotter than the actual bite, but
Scared. Good.
that was about 12 to 14 minutes. I think I forgot to mention that on the, or is that coming back, or is that your, okay, that's it. I lost my piece. I'll have another one of these. So once again, thank you everybody for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow.